Hello, welcome to the Adventure Corner. I'm your host, Robot Spacer.
And also I am here.
That's Unsecret Crush. And I guess the intro song on this game is kind of short. But this is the end. King's Quest is over. I've played them all.
Rip to King's Quest.
Welcome, Culinary, Silverstreak, Valis. Great to see you all. Hope you are doing well. End of an era indeed. As I said in my various posts about the stream, I started playing King's Quest on stream November of last year. I have played a total of over 170 hours on stream. I think I said 167 yesterday, but that did not include the last Wizard and the Princess stream. Hadn't been added into that yet. I have made many maps. I filled almost an entire notebook. We still have a few pages left. Let's go ahead and I wanted to quick on stream go through all these maps and notes I made. So let's do that now. Why not? So these are in reverse order. So here is King's Quest 1. Let me see if I can... Zoom might be too zoomed. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, you can't see the whole thing, but I think this is a little more interesting. So this one was a huge mess. I tried to make a lot of notes on the map itself, which was a little chaotic. And then there were situations where the game world was not in a perfect grid. And then we wrapped around to the top of the page. But, it worked. Drastic improvement for King's Quest 2. A much cleaner grid, and I started in a better spot, and I started coloring things in. Really happy with how that one came out. Let's see, and then here's some interior areas from that game. This is King's Quest 3. Got Ludor down here. You know, interesting thing about maps in King's Quest 3, there is a magic map you can find in the game that shows you like a grid of the whole like Ludor area. And I think you can use it to like warp around and stuff. I have never found that. I think it's in Manannan's cabinet or something like that. Like you have to like really do a lot of thorough experimenting to find the right words to search around in the cabinet or something, I think. But that's a neat detail that I've somehow completely missed every time. There's the pirate ship, and then some other areas. Interior of Manannan's house. This is the cave at the end of the game. And there's the rest of Daventry. Heck, what's this? Oh, that's King's Quest 4. These are in a different order. Okay. So here's the main map of King's Quest 4. The island there. Other island. Whale interior. And then this is the cave you go through, and this is Lalotte's castle. And then we have some other little bits that didn't quite fit anywhere else. King's Quest 5. The main area where you spend the beginning of the game. And then this was, I think, my second attempt to map out the desert. Still not sure it's entirely accurate, but it gave me the main routes I needed. There's a A little bit messy map of the forest. Why aren't you focusing? Okay. Oh, and this is another attempt at the desert. Huh. Why do we lose focus? There we go. The rapid map making you have displayed over these streams is wild. Like, the best I could do through Quest for Glory was copy paste screenshots. Like, looking back at these, I'm like, how did I manage to have time for all this?
You took a lot of time.
Yeah, I certainly did. I keep wondering if I should, like, I kind of dropped off it because it got a lot more complicated with the 3D games and stuff. But then, even Wizard and the Princess, I made a much simpler map. But I don't know. We'll see. I might go back to it. Hello, Keeney Games. Welcome. Keeney Games is the developer of Signal and Echo, one of the demos I played on a recent stream. That was
nice.
Very, very cool.
I really enjoyed the music in that.
Mm-hmm. So this is like the ocean area in King's Quest V, and the mountains. Icebella's castle here. There's the maze in the castle. Hey, Slat Studio, another very talented game developer. This is Mordek's Castle in King's Quest V. Trying to find the first island in King's Quest VI here. That looks... Yep. Isle of the Crown in King's Quest VI. Starting point here. We have Isle of Wonder. Tiny little Isle of the Beast. This is Isle of the Mists, I think it's called. Land of the Dead, including the Isle of the Sacred Mountain over here. And this is the Land of the Dead up here. I guess they kind of got mashed together. They're not directly connected. And of course, the Catacombs. Some of these I just did not label, huh? Oh, this is 7. Okay. So we have, this is the desert in King's Quest VII. And which one of these is the next area? I guess this is sort of next. We have Bountiful Woods over here, Falderall, the Town Hall. Ooga Booga. The Volcanics Underground. And a dragon. Very cool. This is... I forget what order you go through these. This is like the area up in the clouds. And then the little dream area. And we'll catch up with chat in a moment. Okay, so, all right, we don't have any maps of Mask of Eternity because you have an in-game map there. So the next one was, I at one point started doing a map of the 2015 King's Quest game, the episodic one. So this is a map of like the main town area where you spend a lot of the game. And then a little bit over here. I lost focus again. But then I kind of gave up on that. Like I got used to the navigating around the town area, and the other game areas were small enough that it wasn't really useful to make a map. And then, that's a later screen. Here is the first area of Wizard and the Princess. This one got a little chaotic because there's lots of like not on a grid navigation, so I had to keep making corrections and stuff. And then I think this area was next. I kind of started trying to map out the ocean, but then decided it wasn't very useful. This is the first island you get to, and then another island over here. And then we had the castle and the large maze inside the castle. And that is all of my dang King's Quest maps. And then I also have, I thought I'd just kind of flip through my notebook real quick, just because it's, I don't know, I find notes neat to look at. Wizard and the Princess. I was also talking to Unsecret Crush about this last night. I can only flip through a book back to front. I don't know if this is because I'm left-handed, but if I try to do it with my right hand, I miss tons of pages.
He asked me how I flip through a book, and I still don't know. Like, I have no idea.
I mean, I feel like you could try it and decide which way feels more natural.
But I also feel like if you handed me a book and asked me to do that, I just would short circuit because I would be, it's like if someone tells you to breathe normally. Right. If someone, like, if I'm at the doctor especially, and she's just like, okay, take normal breaths, I am instinctively taking, like deep breaths because I am aware of breathing in that moment. Right. And I just cannot I cannot be normal.
I'm sorry I asked you such a difficult question late at night.
No, I don't think it had anything to do with the late at nightness, because this was late last night, but I think even if you had asked me for the first time this afternoon, I would be having a similar experience. But like, I don't know, and if you can't, I can't just try it because it's not going to be a natural result. Right. I was watching Sonneveld's stream last night, and he was playing Ultima game. Shoot, I can't remember the full name of it, like Ultima Underground or something like that. It had a very rarely seen mechanic of not only does it give you an in-game map, it lets you take notes directly on the map. Oh. And there's also a separate area where you can just make free-form notes, like if you want to, remind yourself of different things, make a to-do list, etc. Neat to see thorough map and note-taking skills directly in a game. I know there's been, I want to say there was a Zelda game for DS that let you draw directly on the map. I know there was some Nintendo game for DS that let you do that. So many notes. Oh my gosh. Oh, then we had some Perfect Tides notes in the middle of here. Lengthy King's Quest 3 shopping list. At one point, I tried to make a small map in here and then decided that was a very bad idea. And that's it. So, let me catch up on comments real quick here. I'm excited for the eventual Robot Spacer's playthrough of Quest for Glory because some of the locations in Quest for Glory 4 might infuriate his mapping skills. I can't wait. Okay, so next thing to do, I think, is let's start with my usual bit of info about the game. So the game we're playing today is what you see over there. It is a official Sierra remake of King's Quest 1, released in 1990. So originally, the first King's Quest 1 game I streamed was the original version. I think it had some like bug fixes patched in at some point, but otherwise, pretty much the original thing. And then that was, shoot, let me check my notes here. That was, I just want to make sure I'm giving the right year. Okay, 87. I'm glad I checked. Is that right? I thought it was originally out in 84. I'm trying to I feel like, hold on. I'm consulting Wikipedia. Okay. This date on Moby Games must be like there was a re-release at some point. Yeah, okay. So 84 is correct for the original release. And then this one came out in 90. So like in the late 80s, early 90s, Sierra decided to start remaking a bunch of their games. They had this new engine. The original engine for like King's Quest 1 and later was called AGI, which I believe is Adventure Game Interpreter. And their new engine was called SCI, Sierra's Creative Interpreter. It could do much higher resolution graphics. They had a lot better control over animation, so they could do like timed animations. And a lot more advanced stuff. And initially, it was still a text parser. So like, I believe King's Quest 4 was the first SCI game. So, better graphics, better animation, more music, but still typing in commands to do things. And then later on, they started having a point-and-click interface, starting with King's Quest V. So some of the little bit later remakes use that, I believe. But this one is still the text parser. And then I guess they plan to do more remakes, but fans were not fans of these. And they changed their plans and never did anymore. But we'll get to that in a bit. So I'm just going to read a bit about the game from Moby Games. Roberta Williams' King's Quest 1 Quest for the Crown is a remake of King's Quest. It uses Sierra's 16-color SCI game interpreter, making it visually similar to the series' fourth installment, with more detailed EGA full-screen graphics and optional mouse support, while retaining the text-based input and interaction. This version also has a musical score that supports sound cards, as opposed to the speaker-only output of the original release. Several changes have been made to the game's locations and script, so unfortunately we can't reuse my map. A few new characters appear in the remake, and some of the conversations feature additional lines. A number of puzzles have slightly different solutions, and some objects are found in different places than they were in the original version. The next thing I wanted to share... Okay, just wanted to make sure I had that open. Oh no, that didn't work right. One moment. There we go. Okay, so this is the game art for the original release of the remake. This image was actually included with the Roberta Williams anthology. Thought I'd share that.
512K, 8 megahertz or faster recommended. Oh my gosh, pretty steep requirements. And then this is the manual, actually from the King's Quest Collection version, which is what I grabbed my copy off. At some point while I was playing through the series, I realized that I had this version of the game on this collection, and then I think the Roberta Williams collection, anthology, included a copy as well. Speaking of which, as far as I understand, this version is not available online anywhere. I know the GOG version comes with the original release. So if you wanted to play it for yourself, probably the easiest way is to track down a used copy of one of the King's Quest collections or the Roberta Williams anthology. But I wanted to read a little bit from this, which is especially interesting. They include a blurb about the original game, which is not included in this collection. And then they talk about how everybody hated the remake, and that's the one that's included in this collection. So that snippet reads, this 1990 project to revamp the original King's Quest was widely viewed as a critical failure because many reviewers and gamers took offense at what they perceived as an attempt to destroy the classics. In fact, the project was compared to the controversial practice of colorizing classic black and white movies. Valid or not, these reactions essentially stopped work on future attempts to modernize later King's Quest installments. In comparing this version to the original, it is interesting to note how much the addition of the music soundtrack adds to the mood of the game. Also, playing with the incorporated icon-based interface provides an interesting comparison to the original design. I saw a note, I think on Moby Games, that this is a weird sentence because this one does not have an icon-based interface. It has some mouse input, like you can click to move around and stuff, but there's no icons really. And then the other thing I wanted to share, very much on that same note, is this issue of Sierra News magazine, fall 1990. Lovely cover, appropriate for this time of year. They have a nice Christmas tree with 3 kids around it. Let's see. On the left here, someone was very excited to get the Jones game. I can't remember the full title of that. In the middle, kid is very excited for King's Quest V, extremely relatable. And then on the right here, Space Quest IV, Roger Wilco and the Time Rippers. And then also, I guess Red Baron wasn't as exciting, or, maybe it's just moved on to other presents, and we'll come back to that later. Get some things out of the way here. Whoops. I accidentally got the game out of the way. Don't want that. Turn that down for a sec. Jones in the Fast Lane. Thank you. I like how all the kids are screaming. Yes. In terror and excitement, who can say? Silver says, I'm sad we won't get to see the AGD interactive games, but you can only play King's Quest 1 through 3 so many times. Yeah, I was going to point out, there are a lot of King's Quest games that I have not streamed. There are fan remakes, like Silver said, of King's Quest 1 through 3. As far as I understand, they basically got a fan license, I think they call it. So kind of permission from Sierra to release these games, under the understanding that they would, release them for free and not try to make money off them and that sort of thing. There's also a fan-made sequel called The Silver Lining, kind of a King's Quest 9. I also, I do not, unfortunately, have a copy of King's Quest V for NES, so I was unable to play that. Let's see, there's a version of King's Quest 1 for, I want to say, is it Sega Master System? Some other console. I'm pretty sure that's correct. But again, I don't have a copy of that, so I could not play that on stream. Oh, and of course, there's a AGI version, lower res version of King's Quest IV that's has some notable differences. Oh yeah, also Eden Waith, who is often in chat, has a King's Quest I Redux version that includes some interesting little changes. So I might play some of those eventually, but I figured I would, try to limit things a little bit. And, if I play those, I'll probably, break them up and just play them as I feel like it. Hello, Pablo Brookins says, my favorite era was the 256 color VGA era. King's Quest 5 and 6, Quest for Glory 4, and 1 Remake, Space Quest 4, and Dagger of Amun-Ra, among others. Yeah, like, that's the era I always tend to look back most fondly on. Though now I realize that this era here, like the early SCI era, sorry, I was pointing at my screen, but you can't see my screen at the moment. But this remake, like King's Quest IV, Colonel's Bequest, like that might actually be my favorite. Space Quest 3, I really love those graphics. But, certainly those games that came soon after that are wonderful as well. So this article is titled Graphics Re-Illustrated, How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love SCI King's Quest 1. And this is by Josh Mandel, the producer of King's Quest 1. So it seems clear at this point that they had already gotten a lot of negative feedback about these remakes. I think this would have been before any of them had been released. And this is kind of a response to that and a way to convince people to check out these games. Let me take a drink here real quick. Quote, you can't keep the new games coming fast enough to suit me. That's one of the most common bits of constructive criticism we get at Sierra Online, and we take it as a sign that we're doing something right. Given the fact that we have a limited amount of time and manpower and womanpower, more than a few eyebrows shot up when we announced plans to devote some energy to revamping our older games. After all, many of our fans would like to see us put every ounce of our effort into totally new games rather than reworking past ones. And there are those who look at it from another direction. They feel that these earlier games, King's Quest 1 through 3, Leisure Suit Larry 1, Police Quest 1, Space Quest 1, Mixed Up Mother Goose, and Gold Rush, are classics just the way they are. So that's an interesting list. It kind of suggests that those are all the games they wanted to remake. And, all the big AGI hits, basically. King's Quest 1 in particular has achieved the GameWare equivalent of, quote, historic landmark status. It was the very first 3D animated adventure game and holds a special place in the annals of the embryonic world of computer gaming. So when I was given the task of producing the SCI version of King's Quest 1, some very real concerns came to mind. Will purists think we're fiddling with the classics? Will fans resent us for spending time on such a project? Can we make the game not just different, but better? After discussion with Roberta Williams and some of the talented members of the AGI/SCI conversion team, I've come away positive that we can satisfy both the devotees who don't want to see classics retouched and those who want to see time put to best use. Our abilities as storytellers are constrained by technical limitations. A combination of pictures, sounds, and text create our worlds, and the more vivid our pictures are, the truer and more realistic our sounds are, and the more descriptive and captivating our text, the greater our ability to pull you into the storybook world, to suspend your disbelief and involve you in the events of the story. Music plays a most important role as well. It provides atmosphere and can reflect emotions that are better insinuated with sound than badly described. Hearing the tense, agitated music from Psycho is infinitely more effective than seeing a text box reading, "You are now terrified." What our new technology, SCI, our third generation in-house programming language, allows us to do is to go back and retell the stories we've told before, but to retell them more vividly. In the first version of King's Quest I, simply creating the 3D pictures and animation and synchronizing them with the text was an astounding enough feat. We created a game that was amazing for its time. What we didn't necessarily do well was tell a story with style, emotion, and depth. Our tools have improved to the point where we can go back and flesh out the entire experience. But for the purists, the original game is still available in a 256K version, at least for the time being. And make no mistake, the new version does not change the storyline one whit, nor have extra puzzles have been shoehorned in simply for puzzle's sake. All the elements that made King's Quest I the charming and popular tale it was are intact. We've merely polished up the look and feel of the game 100-fold. We've done the same to Roberta Williams' Mixed Up Mother Goose with the same intent. Our eventual aim is to put all our early games through the same process, keeping them looking and sounding as good as technically possible. Fortunately, because the design and layout of each game is already established, these conversions require much less time and energy than brand new games. We feel that we can keep our older games looking and sounding state-of-the-art without sacrificing any of the resources we use to create brand new titles. Are our efforts succeeding? It's up to you to tell us. And then on the side here, we have an MS-DOS SCI upgrade offer. If you currently own King's Quest I and or Mixed Up Mother Goose, Sierra offers a special upgrade policy for you. Send check or money order $20 for King's Quest I and or $15 for Mixed Up Mother Goose to cover the cost of the new upgrade, shipping, and handling, and either disc number 1 or the front cover of your documentation if you want to rip the cover off your manual. New documentation will be forwarded to you. Be sure to include your return address and whether you want 3.5 or 5.25 inch discs with your order. And then we have some nice comparison shots.
What do you suppose they did with all of the disc number 1s that they received?
Threw them in the garbage, probably.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what else they would have done with them. So here's Mixed Up Mother Goose, the original, and then the remake. And King's Quest I, the original, and the remake. Certainly a much larger and more ferocious dragon, but I gotta say, the original certainly has its charms. Okay. Hey, Culinary, good to see you. Missed a bunch of zine chat. Had to give Lily a back and joint massage. Oh, you were here earlier. You just went away for a bit.
Dog duty called.
Yes. And Silver says SMS, yeah, for the King's Quest I console version. Oh, yeah, I also grabbed these just for fun. These don't have anything to do with this game, but I have a couple of these little inserts you would get with games that were Macintosh specific. New Worlds to Conquer on Macintosh. Great new games designed to take advantage of your Macintosh's power. So exciting. I was always very excited to flip through these and see what games I could not afford. Of course, I did make sure to ask very nicely for the King's Quest and Space Quest games for whatever holiday they released nearest to. Mac only, which is an interesting choice. Like, I mean, it's not like these games were only for Mac, but I guess like this is a Mac specific pamphlet? I don't know. I guess they just wanted Mac users to feel special a little bit. Pretty much the same games in this one. It reminds me, I was watching a stream the other day, again a Sonneveld stream, of Space Quest 3, and I think it was during that stream that someone pointed out that was a rare game of
the early SCI era that was actually available for Mac. We never got King's Quest 4. We never got this remake we're playing today, etc. Okay. Are we ready to finally play a game?
Maybe. I'm ready to hear sounds again.
Yeah, me too.
Very quiet.
So, I believe this, I think they just decided that there was no reason to loop the soundtrack at the beginning
Yeah,
here.
what sort of weirdo would just stay on this screen for...
Right. I
minutes
mean,
or
it was
more?
a different time. Is this the right book? Okay. No, that's my Gabriel Knight book. Where'd I...
I don't know. Did you put it away with your map?
I don't know if I'll need to take notes, but since there are some differences, I'll keep this handy. Still have my Hoyle card games with Graham and other folks as opponents in it somewhere. Yeah, those are interesting releases. I never had any of those myself. Okay. Oh, I nearly forgot. The reason I chose this shirt today, I have discarded the shackles on the Coins for Karen redemption.
Oh.
The points have been lowered to 1,000. There is a mere 1 minute cooldown and no overall limits. So if you want me to die, it should be a lot easier to accomplish that. I will possibly put some limits on things if we get like a lot of redemptions for the same death in a row and it doesn't seem hilarious anymore, then I might stop and refund your points, just as a warning, but like probably that won't be an issue. Hello, Junior Skag, good to see you. So there's that, and then another thing I added just today. I don't think I ever shared this book. This is another redemption. It's called Random Access Maps. And I have this cool book I picked up, video game maps for NES and Famicom. So definitely not the games we're playing here, but y'all know I love maps, and there's some very cool ones in here. This is mostly maps from games, like captured from screenshots and stuff. Culinary, thank you. Page 22. All right. Let's see what we got here on page 22. There's 24. Adventure Island 3. One note about this book is that the spine is a little stiff. So I'll do my best to open up the book and give you a good look, but it might be a little tricky near the spine here. So this is from Now Production, platformer released in 1992 in Japan and North America. And we've got all the different stages, nice little world maps. And I'll give you a freebie and show you page 23 as well.
Yeah, the binding isn't what one would expect of a book where you want to enjoy map images.
Yeah, I mean, I think the issue is that, this is published by someone who just,
Doing their best.
is just doing their best. Yeah. So, it's not ideal, but, I can certainly forgive it. It's by Brian Rigsby, and I made some new buttons so we can share the link to that. It is no longer available in print, but there is a PDF ebook version available if that's of interest. And bonus, you don't have to worry about the binding with that one. And it's pretty inexpensive as well. There are also some like hand-drawn maps in here, fan-made maps. I wanted to look up if the King's Quest 4 game happened to be in here. I don't know if that would really have a map. Okay, yeah, it is in here. So we'll do that one as a freebie too. 158.
Where's page numbers? Ooh, Maniac Mansion. I guess not all the pages are numbered. King's Quest 4. Oh, nice. Can't get too close or it'll get blurry. King's Quest 5, Sierra Online, 1990. So same year as this remake of King's Quest 1. Also, another thing I wanted to point out, this game that we're playing today, it was released 10 years after the game I played last week. And like, what a wild jump in everything over the course of 10 years. Thank you for that redemption again, Culinary. Yeah, the page prints are definitely nice quality, and also got this fold-out print of the cover art by Philip Summers, I believe. Okay, now we're ready to game. And we got a nice little, like, extended animated introduction to watch and everything. Oh. Text boxes are going by a little fast. I'll try to read them. Castle Guard, greetings, Sir Graham. The king is expecting you. Allow me to escort you to His Majesty's throne room. Sir Graham, thank you, Sir Knight.
Audio's a little bit quiet.
Castle Guard, raise the portcullis. I forgot that I turned it down. Apologies.
The music is quiet. The sound effects were a little bit louder.
Sir Graham, I am at your service, my king. King Edward, I am an old man, Sir Graham, perhaps too old to carry the weight of this crown. King Edward, my bones ache, my hands tremble. I'm afraid my time on earth grows short. King Edward, but enough about me. Great misfortunes have befallen Daventry since the loss years ago of 3 magical treasures. I have chosen you, the finest knight in all of Daventry, to search for these lost treasures. Only then can this kingdom be restored to its former glory. And only then may I rest with the knowledge that my people are safe. The first treasure is a magic mirror that foretells the future. The second is a magical shield that protects the bearer from all mortal harm. Seems kind of OP. The third and last is an enchanted chest that is forever filled with gold. I know that what I ask is difficult, nay, perhaps impossible. The dangers are many. But you are brave and pure of heart. That is why I chose you to volunteer.
The music started out quiet, now it's kind of popping off.
If you succeed, you will inherit my crown and will rule the realm of Daventry as her rightful king. So, go, Sir Graham, and know that the fate of Daventry lies in your hands. Take heart, my king. I shall not fail you. Silver said, I like to think the guards were young Larry and Kyle. Okay, so we're dropping back to the title screen here. Let's begin the game. So, oh yeah, that's an interesting thing I hadn't thought about. In the original, we kind of start outside the castle and then go in and talk to King Edward. But we get that all in the introduction here. So we're starting at the gate. Can we talk to the guard? These stone-faced guards must have been trained not to converse with anybody. They ignore you, Sir Graham. Also, another a thing I was going to mention that I came across is that there's some amount of like set order to retrieving the treasures in this one. Specifically, one of them has to come last. I don't know if I saw which one that was. I'm kind of guessing it's the magic mirror, just because you have that, you know, big confrontation with the giant dragon. Like, that seems like a way to, you know, give a more dramatic conclusion to everything. Oh! I wasn't even trying to do that. I did get a brief moment to admire the reflection in the water before I died, and the moat monster comes up with Graham's hat on and smiles at the camera. The moat monsters appreciate your good taste. Great. I guess we got to restart because we didn't even save yet. So it's certainly not any easier to avoid falling in this moat in this version. Oh, one other thing I wanted to share, just because we won't come across it naturally. But if you quit, you get this lovely text box with this sparkling King Graham that I enjoy very much. Dost thou truly wish to cease our adventuring? And then you have quit and oops. So we're going to click oops, of course. You know, I'm going this way, but then I realized I think one of the first things we need is over this way, or at least it was in the original. We'll see how much I remember this. I think I won't bother to consult my notes. I'll just go on what I am able to remember, especially since some things have changed. So
I think we all need an oops key on our keyboard, Culinary.
100%. So somewhere there's a rock that we could roll aside and get something out of. I feel like it was like a dagger or something. Be very difficult to move the rock from here. Okay, so this might be the right screen still. Let's see. Oh. Okay. I was trying to find the command to repeat my previous command, but got a completely different thing. During the game, escape opens and closes the menus. Okay. Control C clears the line. Okay. Let's see here. Still have duck and jump, of course. Retype F3. Okay. There we go. Got it. With a small shove, you manage to push the rock a few feet, revealing a shallow hole underneath. Oh, did I just fall in the hole a little bit? Look, hole. There's an intricately carved dagger in the hole. Take dagger. Have you enabled ray tracing? No, unfortunately, my computer does not support that. Otherwise, this would look really fantastic. You reach into the hole and grasp the dagger, being careful not to cut yourself. Oh, is this the tree we can climb? It looks big enough that it might be. Let's go ahead and do my first save. F5, okay. Just name that start. Climb tree. Finding plenty of footholds in the coarse bark of the tree, you easily clamber up the trunk to the branches above. Oh, it's just automated navigation. Nice. Oh, but this part I got to do. I was just thinking I really should have gotten out my number keypad. But that's okay. I'll make do. Going diagonal would help so much here, though. So we have a nest here, I think. Oh, I see. It's over there a bit more. Heck. There's a perfect shimmering golden egg lying in the nest. Take egg. You're not close enough to the nest. You're trying to kill me, game. Oh, okay. You carefully lift the golden egg out of the nest. Okay, I'm going to save before I attempt to journey back down. Oh no, I was so close. Oh, he's not dead? Thank goodness. I was about to say, I keep giving you all these freebie deaths here.
They made him more sturdy in this one.
67 says, I'm tempted to spend points, but I didn't need to on the moat over here. Well, tricked you. I assume if you fall from higher up, you will die. Oh, we should take a look at our inventory. Got a dagger. This is a fine silver dagger with a very sharp edge. Nice wiggly little dagger. Gold egg. You are holding a lovely golden egg. Very nice. Okay, let's do another save now that we've safely gotten down. This bird keeps flying by. I'm trying to remember. In the original, there is a spot where you need to have the bird carry you over to the area where... Oh, there's a different bird. But these birds don't look big enough for that. So I wonder if these are just decorative birds.
Imagine a decorative bird that served no purpose in an adventure game?
Look, door. A huge wooden door has been built into the base of a steep mountain. You notice a large keyhole in the door. Look, keyhole. It's a gold lock. Somewhere there is a key that fits this lock. Six Seven said, now your soft lock as the concussion will kill you in 10 screens. Oh no. I'm trying to remember if the first King's Quest game had any soft locks. I feel like it had a surprising amount of freedom and different solutions to puzzles. Oh, we got a fish in the water here. Let's go for a swim. Or not? I guess it's not very deep. Okay, interesting. Oh, this looks spooky. Are we in King's Quest 4 now? It's so quiet. Oh, this I recognize. Look, hole. The hole appears to go deep down through the rock into the ground below. You can barely make out a faint greenish glow somewhere far inside. Okay, this is a different... Actually, I think I was thinking of King's Quest 2. This is the exit from the leprechaun area, I believe. Go in hole. You need to be much smaller to fit through that hole. Reach in hole. There's nothing to be gained by reaching into the hole. Soft socks greater than soft locks. I have to agree. Ah, okay. This is the woodcutter's house. Take axe. The old axe is tightly wedged in the tree stump. You cannot remove it no matter what you do. I guess we gotta get stronger first. Use pump. The rusty pump doesn't work. Jeez. Yeah. Oh. This is a very different scenario here. The woodcutter speaks to you, his voice broken with sorrow. We would welcome you to our home, Sir Knight, but we have had no food for so long. My beautiful wife cannot even rise from her bed. I fear she may die soon. So in the original, they're sitting at their table, and it's, you know, it's a similar setup, but not as dramatic. Look, table. There's a sturdy old plank table here. The food it once held is long gone, but there appears to be a fiddle on the table. I just want to see what happens if I take the fiddle. But if the game makes me feel bad, I will restore. I assume it won't let me do anything. You should not steal from these poor people, Sir Graham. Talk to man. The woodcutter, still holding his wife's hand and gazing at her pale face, does not seem to hear you. Look, fire. A large fire burns merrily in the fireplace, providing some warmth in the drafty old cottage. So I suppose I should make some notes here. I might as well at least give myself a to-do list in case I forget anything. King's Quest. This is the wrong pen. How did I grab this pen? That's not my good new pen. Remake. Okay. Help. Woodcutter. So in the original, we found them a bowl that you could just say fill to, and it would like instantly fill with stew, I think is how it worked. I assume we're going to do roughly the same thing here. Tell that to Connor, indeed. Look, pitcher. An old earthenware pitcher sits on the table. Take pitcher. You won't be needing that on your quest, Sir Graham. Okay, just checking. Another lake. Just get a bird on every screen in this game? Do we find something in a stump at some point? It seems familiar.
In one of them.
Right. The question is, did that happen in this one?
Right.
Look, stump. You can only vaguely see the stump from this distance. Okay, I wasn't sure if we could look in that. Like, I don't know what... Like, this is definitely a stump. The other piece of tree, I guess I would call that a stump too. But
I would call that a log.
Okay. Look in stump. Inside the rotting stump, you notice a small leather pouch. Take pouch. As you lift the pouch from the stump, you feel its contents shifting inside. Open pouch. Cautiously, you open the pouch and see many sparkling and flashing diamonds. Quickly, you close it again so as to not lose any. Let's look at that. You're holding a plain leather pouch. Okay. Let's try looking in the log. Next to you is an old fallen tree trunk. It's crumbling and rotted and holds no interest for you, unless you have a fascination with termites. Okay. I'm glad we all agree that's a trunk. This is nice. Look, bird. The birds of Daventry are beautiful, are they not? I agree. Can we swim in this? Okay. We did get a little swimming. It was automatic.
I guess it's not very deep.
I was curious if they maybe decided to remove the swimming mechanic to make it easier to get around. But they did have him swim very, very briefly. But we at least don't have to do anything. So water just kind of slows you down a little. Oh, we're back here. Okay. So I guess what I'll do is go down a screen and then do another loop. Like this world, a lot of these early games had a map that loops around. I think this one loops both left to right and top to bottom. Oh, I actually hit a dead end. All right. check out this bridge. As you start to cross the bridge, a huge hulking troll stomps into view and blocks your way. Talk troll. Troll, well, what have we got here? You think you're gonna cross my bridge, don't you? Not for free, you ain't.
Does this troll kind of do a little dance to match you if you try to walk around him?
Let's find out. He just sticks his hand out.
Huh.
That's funny.
Like he's a goalkeeper?
Oh, he pushed me back!
Oh.
Stab troll.
Yikes.
Please try something else, Sir Graham.
Do you have a stabbing implement?
I have a dagger.
Okay.
How do you use the dagger? Kill troll. The troll is bigger than you, much stronger than you, and much, much meaner than you. Better not even try it. Are you sure? I'm gonna try again.
What I like about the original is the troll kind of did a little.
Yeah, that was a great animation.
I realized no one can see what I'm doing. The troll is kind of like doing a little jig.
So I saved, so I'm gonna just see what happens when I give him the diamonds. Oh, give diamonds to troll. You give the diamond pouch to the troll and it appears to satisfy him. He tromps off, leaving the bridge clear for you to cross. Okay. It's kind of a boring resolution. We certainly don't want to solve the game that way. So I will restore. We'll try to get max points if we can. Got another bridge here. I assume this one also has a troll. Oh wait, no, this one I think just goes to a different area. This one has a troll. Yeah. Okay. See you later, buddy. This is a charming little yellow butterfly. Take butterfly. Catching the butterfly will not get you any closer to your goal, and it might hurt the butterfly.
Hey, Anna Usagi.
Hello. Good to see you. Oh, there's a snake on this tree.
Oh.
Look, snake. The huge snake is watching you very closely, and its intentions are less than friendly.
Well, that seems unnecessarily judgy. That snake ain't bothering anybody.
It looks pretty cute to me.
That snake's just minding its own snake business.
Like, I kind of wonder if this is meant to be like somebody in disguise or something like that. Just the description of it is very interesting. Talk to snake. Manny, it could be. Even if the snake could hear you, it wouldn't have anything to say. And Usagi says, popped up just to say hi. Good luck with your kingly questings. Thank you so much, and thanks for stopping by. I assume this snake is not going to actually do anything to me, but... yeah. Okay. Continue my circling around screens here. So let's see. What do we need the fiddle for? I know we need the bowl to get the fiddle. Oh, here's the ogre I was wondering about. Suddenly you hear the heavy footfalls of an ogre. He stomps into the clearing, spots you, and decides to crush the life out. Oh, he got me already? Okay, no. Whew.
Just that it was declaring his intentions, I guess.
Yeah. Oh no! There's a small dwarf right nearby. Be careful, this sly little chap is trouble. Oh, he's too fast for me. The sneaky little dwarf caught you by surprise. Did he steal anything from you? He took my pouch.
Ooh. Your diamonds.
We lost score. So I remember, I kind of think this was actually in Eden Waith's King's Quest Run Redux, but I could be remembering wrong. I know I saw somewhere recently a mention of like adding a way to get back your treasures in this game. I don't know if that could possibly be in this remake or not. But I kind of wonder if we should find out. No, I don't want to risk it. If it looks like there is a way to do that and I lose treasures again, then we'll proceed and see if we can recover them. I guess I lost a little progress here. Let's go a little faster. Okay, now we're back to 22 points. That's good. I'm very curious how long it'll take me to get through this. It's definitely not a super long game if you know how to do stuff, but also I'm going at a pretty leisurely pace, so. I got stuck. Oh, this is where we found the dagger. Okay. This feels like a screen where there might be enemies. Ooh, neat. That's a cool view. So here's this mushroom we need to get at some point, but we can't get over there right now. High cliffs border a wild, raging river. I feel like this is a spot where you could get some, like, I don't know, pebbles or something you needed in the original. But I'm not positive, and also I can't remember what we used those for. This tree. This appears to be an oversized dwarf maple tree. Interesting. Oh. Tree. This is one of the oldest, grandest trees in all of Daventry, though it holds no secrets for you, Sir Graham. Look, birds. The mother bird is feeding her young in the nest high above you. Climb tree. There's nothing up here you'll need. Okay. Look. See nothing special, Sir Graham. Okay. Just, it's a very interesting tree. Ooh, okay. Oh, this is creepy. Look at those little gingerbread kids. Let's see what we can accomplish here. Just a normal gingerbread house. Look house. This is the most marvelous house you've ever seen. It seems like it's made out of a huge gingerbread cupcake with frosting for a roof. The chimney is made of gummy bricks, the door and fence are made of candy canes, and sourball stones and gumdrops are scattered around the yard. Eat children. Okay. Eat children. Sir Graham, please try to find another word for children. Okay, eat gingerbread. The gingerbread house with its frosting looks tempting, but you need to get closer. Okay, so we can't eat the gingerbread children. I'm right next to it. I go up to the door. As you begin to eat the house, a squeaky voice from somewhere says, "Nibble, nibble, little mouse. Who is nibbling at my house?" It's me, Sir Graham. Open door. Uh-oh.
She's speedy.
Yeah, that was a close call. All right, so we'll have to come back there another time when she's not home. Uh-oh, Ogre's back. Let's try that again. Just want to pass through. Okay. Ah, here's the screen I was thinking of. We got lots of acorns on the ground here.
Gonna have to fight that squirrel?
Maybe. Look, squirrel. The squirrel seems hesitant about climbing its favorite walnut tree with you standing around. That's interesting. Take walnut. You choose a big, meaty-looking walnut from the bunch scattered around. Look, walnut. You are holding an ordinary walnut. Am I? Open walnut. When you just open the walnut, you discover the nut inside is pure gold. Okay. Nice. So, another treasure obtained, and now we'll leave the squirrel in peace. Oh, what's this? Look ground. There appears to be some sort of bowl on the ground. Look bowl. Inscribed on the inside of this empty ceramic bowl is the word fill. Fill. To your astonishment, something begins to bubble up from the bottom of the bowl. Within moments, the bowl is filled with a hot, savory stew. That sounds good. Eat stew. You eat every bite of the delicious stew. Oh, I lost points for that. Fill. Okay, we got him back. It's fine. Phil? Oops. Please try to find another word for Phil.
Philip. Philomena.
Okay, so now I think our logical next step is to... Oh. Check out this patch here. Look ground. Upon close examination, you see a 4-leaf clover in the clover patch. Take clover. Look clover. You're holding a large 4-leaf clover. Nice. So much luck we're having here. I feel like this is pretty close to the same map. Oh.
Oh?
This cave here. It's very interesting. Oh. Look. A large boulder is blocking what may be another entrance to this cave. Okay. So this is the exit from the encounter with the dragon. I guess there's no reason to try to get through this right now. It looks a little tricky. Hey, Daniel, good to see you. I want to thank you for uploading the Gabriel Knight 2 Let's Play you did to YouTube. I started watching it yesterday. Good stuff. Nice. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm still in the process of uploading that one. It'll probably be all up over the next week or so. Probably less than that even. Yeah, I've been slowly uploading everything to YouTube. Let's see, did I make a button for that? There we go. There's the link if anyone is interested. Can you give a shout out to Curtis Craig Talks for Daniel?
Yes.
With a screech and a cackle, a witch swoops down from the skies above. Look out! She dips and turns and tries to catch you. I hope we can make it out of here. Oh, God. Daniel does streams usually with Paul Morgan Stetler over at Curtis Craig Talks. I think Paul is taking a vacation break at the moment, but
very fancy. Well,
always nice streams when I'm able to catch them. Look well. The well looks as if it's been here a long time. So I'm thinking here. I assume we can't do this yet, but I'm not sure what we're missing. So let's just find out. Let's try to do it. Turn, crank. You'll find that very difficult to do from here. From here, right next to the crank? Really? Are you sure? There we go. Now that he's on vacation, I'm streaming on my channel, and during this time I secretly started a Ko-Fi goal for collecting money for a new PC for Paul, since his M1 Mac is pretty crappy. Oh, throwing shade on M1 Macs. I am streaming from M1 Mac Studio. I'm guessing he has like a laptop, which is definitely going to be a little less powerful, especially if you want to play like games with a little more advanced graphics. So that's understandable. Thanks for that shout out. The old bucket disappears into the darkness. And certainly, you know, a Mac, like I knew going in that a Mac was not a best choice for a gaming computer, but I'm just more comfortable doing stuff on a Mac. So, and I figured, you know, I play stuff like this most of the time, so it's fine. Climb rope. I feel like we're not going to make it out of this alive, but oh, is this what I need the dagger for? Cut rope. Can't cut the rope from here. Climb down. Can't climb down the rope any farther. Let go. Okay. Cut rope. You can't cut the rope from here. Take bucket.
I think you might live in this well now.
You might. Daniel says, M1, although great, is one. First generation of anything is always experimental. I have an M1 Max MacBook Pro in addition to my Windows PC. I'm a little closer now. Maybe this will work. Cut rope. Can't cut the rope from here. Chat, what am I missing here? Like, obviously I can't cut it from above the well, because then I wouldn't have a rope to climb down. It wouldn't let me cut it at the bottom of the rope, and it won't let me cut it from here. So am I a pixel off? Or am I, like, completely forgetting something? If anyone remembers, feel free to give me a hint. Well, let's try going underwater and just see what happens here. We're definitely gonna die. This is a fun swimming animation. You don't have anything that fits that description in your inventory. Take chest? This isn't the chest you're looking for. Look around. Huh. Is this not something I can interact with? Open trunk? Huh. Fascinating. Oh, I believe I have expired. Well, well, well. What are you going to do now? Wow. Keeney Game says, I'm only guessing, but perhaps you could have cut the bucket off at the top, then wound the crank and climbed the rope. Like, that would be potentially, like, realistic thing to do, and I guess it's possible it works that way. I'm pretty sure you didn't have to do it that way in the original. And I guess I'd be a little surprised if they made it harder, but I could be wrong. Take bucket. Cut rope. Okay. Fascinating. You cut the bucket off the rope. Thank you for the suggestion. Turn crank. Climb rope. I was going to do another safety save, but we'll wing it. I'll do fine. Let go. You did just solve a Sierra puzzle. Congratulations. Okay. Can't get distracted by this very tempting chest buried in the sand here. Okay. So now climb out. Okay. Oops. I just wanted to turn around. Maybe that wasn't necessary. Fill bucket with water. You're not close enough to the water. That's what I thought, but I'm hitting right 2 times very quickly, but which should make him like walk just a pixel to the right. But it's not working for some reason. I'll try waiting a moment between. Yeah, that did it. Fill bucket with water. There we go. You kneel down and fill the bucket with cool water. All right, this is a little scary, so I'm gonna save. It says, I feel like you're now too close to the water. I think I'm okay now. Hope you're doing well, Hinton. Okay, here's a scary dragon and that beautiful mirror we need to retrieve. So I think I remember how this scenario goes in the original, but I'm not really sure exactly like how close that can get in this remake. I feel like in the original you could actually do it from way back here. Throw water at dragon. There we go. Got him. Good shot. The water hits the dragon square in the face, dousing the dragon's fire. Oh. Steam everywhere. That was pretty good. Nice way to get rid of the dragon without having to do a huge animation. Unable to defend itself with anything more than harmless clouds of steam, the dragon rolls aside the granite boulder and slinks off in shame, leaving the mirror behind. I
figured something would happen when I leave the room.
You missed the whole dragon encounter. Yeah. We get it, you babe. Take mirror. You take the magic mirror. Congratulations. That's 1 out of 3. I never wrote down our ultimate goals here. we need the mirror, which we have now gotten, so I'll cross that off immediately. Let's see. What are the other two? There's a shield. The incredibly OP shield that will protect you from like any mortal danger. And the chest. Oh, right. Because when we tried to get the chest at the bottom of the well, it was like, this isn't the chest you're looking for. There is a chest, a magic chest that's like, I don't know, constantly filled with treasure or something. Thank you for the reminder. Okay. So that's 1 out of 3. And now we can leave. It's 5:45 already.
I'm very sleepy.
Oh, gosh.
It's rather inconvenient. I blame the sun.
I think that's fair.
Or the lack of it.
Okay. We have 64 points out of 158. We're getting there. So we came across the well when I was trying to get back to the woodcutter's house. So we'll return to that goal. I'm sure we'll get distracted by something on the way. There's that well again. This is a screen we haven't seen. Uh-oh. Without warning, a wolf darts out of the bushes and runs straight for you. Look out. Don't let him catch you. Oh, shit. How many times have you been told not to wolf down your food?
Is that advice for Graham or the wolf?
Great question. I can't believe I'm giving away so many free deaths. I made them inexpensive and plentiful. And look what happens. Thank you. I appreciate that. Unnecessary, but appreciated. I hope you enjoyed your wolf death. This is the screen I died on, isn't it? I was being too careless. So this game had a fairy that could give us a magic protection spell, right? We haven't come across her yet. I'm pretty sure I'm not confusing that with...
I don't know that I am confident I can keep straight what was in King's Quest 1 versus King's Quest 2.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of little things I tend to get mixed up. There is a fairy that gives you a protection spell in King's Quest 2, but I swear there's one... Like, in that game, there's a fairy that'll appear around the church area. I swear there's like an open field screen in the original King's Quest 1 where there's a fairy that will protect you. I'm pretty sure I'm remembering that right. Oh, okay. Look. You see a brick border surrounding a well-kept garden. Look. Garden. This is a well-tended carrot patch. The carrots look tempting to a hungry traveler. Take carrot. You pick a plump orange carrot from the ground. Carrot. This looks like an ordinary carrot. I'm saving just in case I lose points in the process here. We're going to eat a carrot. There's nothing like a crisp, fresh carrot. Take carrot. Okay, we're all good. So, oh.
It's a cute little elf and not a horrible little dwarf.
Wandering along the banks of a beautiful lake, you see a cute little elf. I'm going to hit return and then save really quick. Okay. Seems like a friendly elf. Talk to elf. The elf is impressed by your friendliness and responds by handing you an elegant little ring. I've had my eye on ye, Sir Graham. Methinks you might enjoy this little trinket. For just a wee bit of time, it has the power to make ye invisible. Okay. May it give ye as much entertainment as ye has given me this day. With that, the elf vanishes.
I want to make a Lord
That's
of
a
the
great
Rings
animation.
joke.
Huh?
I want to make a Lord of the Rings joke.
Okay.
But I can't fucking remember what the things are called that can see Frodo when he puts on the ring. And it's ruining my joke construction. The things that Arwen rescues him from in the movie.
Ring jerks.
Ring jerks.
I want to say
Nazgul.
Nazgul, yeah.
Nazgul.
I
Watch
was
out for the Nazgul if you wear that ring.
Yes, thank you. I paused for a bit because I was trying to remember if that was correct or if I was mixing it up with some other fantasy genre. Jerk wraiths, also correct.
Thank you for crowdsourcing my not very good joke.
Your hand tingles slightly as you look at this jeweled ring. So don't remind me, but I can't remember what this ring is for.
Being invisible, obviously.
Yeah, I just can't remember where that's an advantage. Oh, maybe with the leprechauns. Or no. Is that an alternate solution scenario?
Maybe?
I want to say you can use invisibility to steal something from the leprechauns. Oh, come on. Elgato is bothering me to update software while I'm using it. But I believe you can also play the fiddle for the leprechauns. And I think that's like a better solution. I don't know. I might be remembering things wrong. Is it an advantage in the inn at Bree? Maybe. I should save. Oh, 69 points. Nice. Eventually, I'll wind up back at the woodcutter's house. It's bound to happen someday. This stream is where our off-the-cuff Lord of the Ring jokes come to flounder. I guess this little bird feeding babies animation is just for some, you know, just for fun. I guess we have lots of fun little animations here. Let's try this again. I won't save since I just saved. It's fine.
What if that's an example of the reason why people didn't like these remakes? Because they saw animations that were intended to make the world feel alive, and were like, well, that's got to be a puzzle. And then they couldn't figure out the puzzle of the bird feeding the babies, and then they got mad about it. This is a fiction I have just invented to explain why people would get upset about these remakes.
Yeah, I mean, I remember at the time, like, people feeling ways about this stuff. Like, I feel like the two arguments that Josh Mandel presented in that article were the main objections. Like, you know, there's, you know, either you were upset that they're not making new games, or you're upset that they're like messing with the classics that you grew up with or whatever. I feel like those were the main things. And like, you know, they might nitpick something like that, but ultimately the the complaint was, you know, you're remaking a thing that some people felt didn't need to be remade. Oh, still there. Okay. At least she leaves us alone once we close the door. We have the same puzzle in our backyard. Nice. I don't like any of the puzzles in our backyard. They're not very good. Back here again. This is a case where I definitely would be helped by having a map, but I mean, I know it's not that big. I'll figure it out eventually. Let's go this way. How are the coffee bees doing? Great question for Hinton.
Absolutely buzzing. I assume that's ideal. I assume that's how you want coffee bees to be.
Mm-hmm. Another thing we can do now is if we find where the goat pen is, we can lure out the goat with our carrot to deal with our troll problem. But we still haven't found those screens either. Oh my gosh, this water is so slow. Faster, please. It's so fast now. Back here again. How am I missing the woodcutter's house so many times? Sorcerer. Oh, that's I skipped the message because I was assuming it was one that we've seen many times, but that was actually a new enemy that we haven't encountered.
What was it?
The sorcerer.
Ah.
So we did finally find the woodcutter's house at least. I'm gonna slow this back down again. Okay. Oh, this is new dialogue. Oh, Sir Knight, you have returned, but I fear that my wife grows weaker still for lack of food. Good news, friend. Give bowl. The woodcutter is overwhelmed with joy. Thank you, Sir Knight. We shall never forget your kindness and generosity. Adorable little feed the wife animation. Please take my fiddle as a small token of our thanks. Take fiddle. Nice. Look, fiddle. This is the woodcutter's old fiddle. Play fiddle. You play a lively toe-tapping tune on the fiddle. The woodcutter and his wife ignore your fiddling. Perhaps they preferred their own music?
Read the room, Graham.
They're like, please leave, sir.
Like, you gave them food, but she's still ill. She's gotta, like, recover.
Also, I'm much better at playing the fiddle than you. Okay, so... Again, the best thing I can remember to do with the fiddle is to play it for the leprechauns. Like, kind of what I remember is we have to find a bird that we can jump up and grab onto, and then that bird will take us to a place where there's a big hole in the ground we drop down into. And then there's like a rat we have to deal with. And I think there's a couple solutions there. I can't remember what is the ideal way to deal with the rat. Honestly, I wonder if it's stab it. It might be. I could be wrong, though. And then you open a door, and then there's the leprechaun area, and I think there's a couple solutions there, of which I believe the best one is the fiddle. So we're getting there. Happy fiddle songs for your impending dooms. Okay, so I do think the next thing we probably want to do is find that goat. We got to get that goat. This screen looks unfamiliar. Be careful, there's a sorcerer lurking nearby, just waiting to try out his newest incantation. Can't catch me. Oh, I'm stuck behind this tree. If only Graham... Oh, wait. I can duck. Oh, I see. That's like a... Avoid something swooping down at you. I can't move while ducking. Let's see. How does... Jump is F6. Let's experiment with things while I'm here. That's just like a 2-pixel little jump there. He's doing his best. Uh-oh, this is the wolf screen. I can't believe I haven't found the goat. Oh. Look around. There are many smooth pebbles next to the lake. Take pebbles. You grab a handful of pebbles. So I was right about that. I think they moved the spot where you find them. I still don't remember what they're for. Wow, we got so much stuff. You have 5 smooth, rounded pebbles. Sweet free pebbles, indeed. Oops. Okay. It's a woodcutter's house again. I'm very close to either drawing a new map or getting out my one from the original game. But I keep thinking surely I'll figure this out soon. And yet it keeps not happening. So if I go down here and then go left instead of right, that might get us to a new area I haven't discovered or explored. That's that screen. Okay. Yeah, let's try this. I feel good about this. It's possible also just going straight south from here. Yeah, I think I can get there. Hey, robots friend. Fun story, like 8 years ago, I named my music project Robot's Heart, so I appreciate. Nice.
Aw.
I don't know if you've ever seen, a long time ago, we have...
It was when I was in college.
A robot. Are you going to grab the robot?
I am.
Nice.
I gave him a name, didn't I? I can't remember what it was.
Oh, thank you for that, Redeem, David Alexander. Is there a particular death you would like to see? Should I just jump in this river right here?
Okay.
Because I'll do it.
There's a lot of stuff around, and I hope I hope this isn't the thing that finally breaks it.
Yeah.
Or my Gundam.
Oh.
It's fine.
Okay.
He probably just dropped his
So let's River or wolves? Okay, we'll do river once we're done with show and tell time here. So this is a robot that Unsecret Crush made.
It's also a lamp.
Yeah, which it's not plugged in right now, obviously.
I don't think the cord could reach.
Like the eyes and the little heart are like also tissue paper, red tissue paper.
It's also hella dusty.
And then it's hard to tell, but there's also like these areas at the corners that have tissue paper on them, so light shines out of there. It's a very cool little project.
I made this for an assignment in my art college, what was this, 3D design class? And we worked on it together.
Yeah.
Robot Spacer was not in my class.
Nope.
But I appreciated the help nonetheless. He had a name.
Oh, did he?
I gave him a name as part of the project. I just can't remember what it was. It was probably Exo something. Because his eyes are X's and O's.
Yeah. Okay. Time to die. The raging current pulls you under, never to be found. Wow, not even a pun for that one.
You're just fucking dead.
River of Wolves when. Okay. I probably should have done a quick save before that happened, but that's okay. We'll get back there someday.
Okay. Yeah, just the accessories. Oh no. Oh, okay. I thought his hand was missing, but it's attached to his scythe.
Oh, Ogre's back. Oh, crap. Oh, no. You were warned, Ogre and Ogre again.
This is the aftermath of show and tell.
Oh, no. Oh, his hand fell off.
His hand is attached to the scythe.
Got it.
It's just got to get popped
but it's not
back in
broken,
the
right?
It's not broken.
It's just
Nothing's missing.
Whew.
I just want everyone to appreciate the sacrifices that were made to show off my old college homework.
Is that snake? Is the snake actually pointing in a different direction? Oh, it is. That's great. It follows you. I love that.
Neat.
Oh, we're here again. I'll give this another shot. I assume this is just a random occurrence, whether or not she's home. I'm pretty sure that's how it worked in the original. She's gone. Okay.
Oh. I was trying to figure out how to put the shield back on, and I was trying to pop the peg into the wrong spot.
Okay. Open cupboard. Look cupboard. Sitting on the shelf is a delicious piece of Swiss cheese. Take cheese. That's what we need for the rat. You take the cheese from the cabinet. Oh. Off in the distance, you hear a high, squeaky voice say, "I can smell someone tasty in my house." Can you climb into the cauldron? If you spend some points, I'll try.
Yeah, now that I've cleaned up the aftermath of knocking over the Gundam, I just remembered after I made that robot, I put it in the window of my dorm. My college dorm was like basically a remodeled motel, so like everybody's windows were like facing into a courtyard, and it was pretty popular, or common rather, to decorate your window. And it was an art college too, so the dorms was mostly like younger students that were just like desperate to like prove, like, look how good at art and how cool and talented and good taste I have or whatever. So I put my robot in my window in keeping with this. And more than once, not a lot, but maybe like twice, someone came to my door and wanted me to give it to them.
Give it?
Yes. that's a cool robot. Can I have that? And I was like, no.
That's wild.
And I don't know, to this day, I don't know if that's a normal thing for, like, 18 and 20-year-old art students to do, or if there was some sort of weird, like, I don't know, regional. Because I also experienced strangers coming up to me and being like, hey, that sweater you have on is cool. Give it to me. Can I buy it?
What?
Can I buy the clothing that you're wearing off of you?
Like, with the, you know, thing in your window,
Right.
like, I could understand, can I buy that or something?
I mean,
Give it to me is very weird.
I can't remember if the offers for the robot were... I feel like at least one of them was just like, can I have that? Like, not even offering anything in trade.
Right.
And then with the clothes, it was usually women being like, wow, that's really cool. Where'd you get it? And I'd be like, oh, it's like, I got it thrift shopping or whatever. So they'd be like, can I have it? I was like,
so
no,
strange.
I'm wearing it. It's mine. It's mine?
That's so odd. Okay, so we have a redemption, coins for Karen redemption from 6-7. First, I've grabbed this note real quick here. I'm going to do a save, and we'll come back to this.
I appreciate chat universally being like, what the fuck, no? Because it happens so many times. I'll put my headphones in so I stop talking over your game.
The witch mutters, I'm going to get my cauldron ready to cook someone for dinner. Parentheses, yum. I wonder what it sounds like to say something in parentheses. The witch mumbles, after I get the cauldron nice and hot, I will be ready to have someone for dinner. Parentheses, giggle. Okay, we'll come back to this. I'm going to restore and see if I can climb into the cauldron on my own. If that doesn't work, then I will let the witch get me. Can't remember, is this supposed to be Hagatha from 2? I don't think there's ever any indication that it is. It's like, it's a very similar behaving witch. But aside from that, I don't think we're given any reason to believe it's the same person.
Not all witches are the same witch.
Climb in cauldron. You briefly consider diving into the foul brew, but your desire to remain alive prevails over your rather strange inclination. So we'll wait around a little bit until the witch comes back. Oh, she's coming in. Let's take this cheese. Before we get eaten, I want to enjoy this piece of cheese. So we're going to eat the cheese. That Swiss cheese was as delicious as it looked. Yum, yum. Wait. Please try something else, Sir Graham. There she is. Rats! She has cast some spell to keep you from escaping. The witch remarks, oh, how nice of you to come for dinner. For dinner, parentheses, cackle, cackle. Plus, Hagatha lives in Kalima, or however it's spelled. I believe Kalima is correct. She looks you over carefully, then states, you're a little too scrawny for my appetite, but I think you're going to make a lovely dessert. So now I've been put in jail. Oh, I see. I've been made into a gingerbread Graham.
And then she put you outside instead of eating you?
Yeah, with the other children. The witch has turned you into a gingerbread man. Or is that a graham cracker?
Very nice game.
I really need a button on my stream deck for all these wonderful puns.
You have been going for about 2 hours. Have you considered taking a break?
1,000 points well spent. I'm glad you enjoyed it, 6-7. Okay, okay, we'll leave it on the screen. I don't think it'll advance. I'm going to take a break for a few minutes, and I will return. Okay, and Usagi said it would be a shame if someone punted that witch right as she's standing there next to the deadly cauldron, which I'm actually glad you said that because I completely forgot that was an option. At least I'm pretty sure you can do that in the original. I was thinking I needed to hide, which I think is also an option. And then Hinton said, if a witch asked me for my homemade robot lamp, I would simply punt her directly into a pile of my clothes that she had asked me to give her. Okay. Let's see how we can deal with this witch here. Push witch. Got her. With a mighty shove, you courageously push the wicked witch into the pot. Her wild screams are suddenly cut off as she melts away into the oily green slime in the pot. Congratulations. It's a little interesting to me to describe this act as courageous. I mean, I guess it took a little bit of courage. It's kind of a dangerous thing to try to sneak up on a witch. Accidental backseating. That's okay. For this one, I didn't turn off my usual reminders and stuff, but I don't mind backseating since I have played this before, especially if it's accidental. Not a big deal at all. Okay, so I think we're done there. So, oh, we have the note. Read note. There's a message written on the note. Sometimes it is wise to think backwards. So that's a hint about the gnome that we'll encounter eventually. Once we get past the bridge trolls. And I think in this version of the game, you have a lot more options. Like, I think you can... In the original version, the gnome's name is... You have to start with Rumpelstiltskin, but then do like a letter replacement. Is... Like, I can't think of how to describe this. Like, if you take the alphabet and then write the alphabet backwards underneath it, then like that gives you like the translation table that you use to translate the gnome's name. In this one, I think you can just do Rumpelstiltskin backwards. I think you can also do it the harder way. I think it'll accept both, if I remember correctly. So these gingerbread kids are actual dead children. What a happy thought. Yeah, they totally are. Caesar cipher, I think. Okay, interesting. Thank you for that. Also, Hinton says, congratulations on your murder success. Thank you. Okay. So I think we're pretty much back to our main goal is to find the goat. It would also be good to figure out the screen where we can... Oh, there's the goat, finally. The screen where we can like jump up and grab a bird. We've seen lots of flying birds, but I don't think they're the right birds.
I left the room to go do dinner things, but I have come back because I keep thinking of my anecdote about people asking me for my things, and then during break, I was talking to Robot Spacer and also talking about times I had in my youth, in my like 18 to 20, if I was hanging out with a friend and they had, say, a New Kids on the Block pin, I would say, oh, neat. I liked New Kids on the Block when I was a kid, and they would say, oh, do you like this? Have it, and just give it to me. So my wondering is if the kids that were like, I like your robot, give it to me, had also experienced that kind of exchange, but didn't realize that you're not supposed to ask for the thing. It is supposed to be freely offered to you. And then I also remembered when I was in high school, the fad amongst the Christian youth was those woven bracelets that said WWJD, what would Jesus do? And I had one that I thought was very cool, which was rainbow. Honestly, kind of a rare object to find because this was at the very beginning of the are rainbows gay and therefore unchristian train of thought. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I was wearing my rainbow what would Jesus do bracelet, and a kid in my class sitting next to me was like, hey, what's that bracelet mean? And I was like, oh, it's means what would Jesus do? And like a moment passed and he was like, you're supposed to give that to me.
What?
And I was like, what are you talking about? And it's like, if someone asks you about your what would Jesus do bracelet, you're supposed to give it to them. And I was like, okay, first of all, I've never heard that in my life. And second of all, you know that. So you know what this means. Therefore, I'm not giving you shit. What was going on in the late 90s? Why did teens other than me expect things?
You had some very interesting experiences.
What sort of fey creatures did I grow up around that expected all of these trades and favors?
It's very unusual. Silver says none of this story makes sense to me. I'm sorry you lived through this.
I've been low-key confused about these interactions for the past 25 years.
Culinary says, thou shalt demand shit from others. Yes, one of the commandments.
And again, I am so gratified that everyone in his chat is agreeing, like, no, that's weird. Okay, I'm disappearing back to the kitchen hole.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Anyway, Sagi said, which version allowed you to kill the goat and it would still follow you? That's not a bug I'm familiar with. I'm a little... We saved, right? Can we murder the goat in this one? Mostly I'm curious how it'll respond. We can? Oh no! Oh god, I didn't think it would actually work. You viciously plunge the dagger deep into the poor goat's back. He struggles in pain, bleeding frantically, and finally slumps to the ground. I regret this. I'm sorry I did this. I really didn't think it would do it. So how does this... What is this... Like... What? Like, it wouldn't even let me attack the troll. Why is this... Like, they animated this. Does this... I can't show it the carrot now. Is there something you can do? At the thought of removing the knife from the dead goat, you are filled with remorse. Yeah, I've been that way for a little bit now. Okay, so that never happened. That's really weird. Huh. 2 for 2 on murders. Yeah. After... Secret Crush says, after you unmurder the goat, ask if it would like to live deliciously. And Hinton says, I hope this locks you out from ever experiencing joy again. I hope not, but oh no! The goat escaped. The goat has escaped through the gate that you left open behind you. He could have wandered anywhere by now. I would certainly deserve it if I was unable to experience joy now. Open gate. Show carrot to goat. You need to get a little closer. Show carrot to goat. This is so hard. They didn't make this any easier in this version. Whew, there we go. Very clever. You tempt the goat with the carrot and he begins to follow you around. You've made a new friend. I can't believe I did that to the goat. You had better wait for the goat or he may not follow you. We probably actually want to go north from here, I'm thinking. Good morning, Baltimore. Good to see you. Oh, I lost the goat. Or did I? Okay, it's still there. Let's try this direction. And Secret Crush says, I can't believe Senator Lieberman was right. Video games are too violent. It's true. Okay. It looks like if the goat gets stuck, it'll still follow me on the next screen. Where is the dang bridge? I better not let the goat see that whole field of free carrots, or it will never follow me again. Acorns. Think how fast this playthrough would have been if I used my map. Okay, I think we're getting close here. So if I go over this direction and go north, that should get me to a bridge. Or... okay. I think I have to go right more.
Okay, Anusagi says, found this on TV Tropes. Due to a bug in the original AGI version, Graham can kill the goat with a dagger and then show the goat's corpse a carrot. This resurrects the goat and makes it follow you as if it had never died. Fascinating. So I assume they left killing the goat in this version because it was there in the original. But I'm still a little surprised you could do that in the original. Okay, let's save here in case I screw this up. Here comes the troll. As you start to cross the bridge, a huge hulking troll stops into view and blocks your way. It is a well-known fact that goats hate trolls intensely. You move aside and let the goat take care of this wretched, nasty troll. Everyone knows this. Got him. The goat lowers its head and runs straight for the troll, butting him right off the bridge and into the river below. That's the last you'll see of that troll. Thank you, goat. Please enjoy your life. I hope you find the field of carrots and just have a wonderful time there. All right, here's the gnome with the backwards name. This is a much fancier house. In the original, he's just got like, you couldn't even call it a shack, really. It's more of a like, just like a small covering. Look, oh, gnome. Welcome, Sir Graham. I have been expecting you. I have something that will be of great use to you. But first, Sir Graham, you must answer this riddle. I'll give you 3 guesses. What is my name? All right, so I'm gonna go with the original solution, I think. I don't remember exactly what it is, so I'm gonna go ahead and figure it out again. It's like if Ninkabab Perm or something like that. So we'll do the whole thing here. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T. I should have drawn smaller. U V W X Y Z. Okay, so that's the whole alphabet, and then under this we're going to write the alphabet backwards. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z. And then we're trying to translate Rumpelstiltskin. And there's actually, like, I think the real name is P-E-L. Like the proper way to spell Rumpelstiltskin, if I'm remembering correctly, but the original game assumes that it's spelled P-L-E, so you have to like get the solution based off of that. And I think that's a thing they changed in later versions of the game as well, so you could do it either way. But we'll go with this one. So R is I, U is F, M is N, P I'm pretty sure is K, L is O, E is V, S is H, yeah, T is G, I is R, L is O, T is G again, S is H, K is P, and I think it ends in RM. Yeah, R, and then M. Okay. So complicated. Plot twist, his name is Steve in this version. Oh no. Oh! What happened there? I was trying to make sure the text box was selected. I refuse to accept this. I'm getting this on my first guess, so we're just going to start this over again. Mostly, I'm curious if you'll get any, like, unique response if you get it on the first guess and choose the more complicated answer. I figure we'll try it at least. So IFNKOVHGROGHPRM. Where did you get that idea? That's not even close. Oh, did I screw it up? Or does this only accept the straight backwards one? I'm going to look this up. King's Quest SCI Gnome's name. Rumpelstiltskin. The fandom wiki page is not loading for me. Or at least it's taking a long time. Okay, here we go. So IF. Yeah, I'm so sure I got that right. He's also been known to go by the name Nick Stiltselmper, which is Rumpelstiltskin backwards. So I'm trying to find the part of this that's like not like written as though it's in-game lore. Behind the scenes. Okay. So this has a snippet from, I guess, the README file that comes with the King's Quest collection that I have. It says, FYI, normally we don't give answers to puzzles in the README, but this time we'd like to make an exception. The gnome's name is a form of Rumpelstiltskin. And then it goes on to say, in King's Quest 1 New, which is this version of the game, it's spelled backwards. So I guess that's the only form it will accept in this one. Which I guess kind of makes sense. Like, you know, the gnome wouldn't have multiple names. I was under the impression that either would be accepted. Okay, so NIKSTLITSELPMUR. So Rumpelstiltskin. Okay, that looks correct. That's right. Outstanding. I didn't think you were that clever. Gnome, obviously not terminally online. Yeah, it didn't accept the ifninkavabperm method, which is surprising to me. So they made it easier if, you know, you're not familiar with this puzzle at all, but they made it harder if you are, which I guess is a little bit fun, maybe. But also kind of confusing. As a reward for your sharp intellect, here are some beans. They're no ordinary beans, but it's up to you to find out why. Somebody as smart as yourself should have no problem at all. Giggle. Well, step over here so I can give them to you. Here you are. Good luck on your quest. And then he disappears into his little hole. Okay, so one thing I was going to say is I assume this is similar to the original and that if you guess wrong all 3 times, you will still get something that will help you complete the game. Just not in the ideal way. Look at spinning wheel. This is the gnome spinning wheel. Take spinning wheel. Spinning wheel helps the gnome make his living. Please don't take it. Can we go in the gnome's house? You weren't invited into the gnome's house. So we can go in like the witch's house and murder her. We can kill a goat, but we can't go into the gnome's house without permission. I guess that makes sense somehow. So now we have, whoops. Oh, you can just hit spacebar to bring your last command up again. That's good to know. Let's take a look at our inventory. We have a lot of treasures. We have the one big treasure, which is the magic mirror. We have beans, which we can use to grow a beanstalk. I think we're maybe ready to do that. I think at the top of the beanstalk is where we get the chest treasure. Oh, you know what? At the beginning of stream, I mentioned that I came across something saying this game is a little bit more linear than the original version, and that there's one of the items you can only get last. And I wonder if that might be, it might be that the bird you take to the little island with the hole you jump down into maybe won't appear until later. Either that or maybe it takes time for the beanstalk to grow. I don't know. But let's find a spot to plant some beans. I've seen a couple screens that caught my eye as possibly being places we could plant the beans, but I'm not completely positive which one it is. It asks, reading between the lines, are you upset you can't murder the gnome? I mean, I didn't try to murder the gnome. At this point, I'm not gonna try to kill anything as a goof, because you never know when it might let you. You know, I'm happy to do something as a goof and get called out for being a terrible person, but I don't actually want to do it. Oh, this is the wolf screen. Oh god. Oh no. Oh god. You never know when it's suddenly going to turn into a murder novel with full descriptive violence. Yeah, exactly. All right. Oh, that was close. I almost walked into the river. I'm going to try going right from here. Ooh, random access pixels, page 104. Nice. Oh, this might be... Let me toss down some beans here, and then we'll do those random access pixels. Plant beans? Oh, we never looked at the beans. Let's take a look at them first. You're holding a handful of small beans. Plant beans. Yeah, there we go. You plant the magical beans in the fertile soil. Suddenly, something incredible begins to happen. Does it? Oh, there we go. This is suspenseful. Whoa! Whoa! Some serious screen shake. Jeez. So dramatic. Okay. Oh, we ran out of room. Okay. We'll replace an older save here. All right. Time for those random access pixels. Page 104. If you're not familiar with this redemption, I gave myself a button here. If you would like to check out this book for yourself, consider buying yourself a copy. There's a link where you can do that. So this is The Art of Point-and-Click Adventure Games from Bitmap Books. And Baltimore has requested page 104. Baltimore, did you know this was going to happen? Do you have insider knowledge here? This is the very game we are playing. You didn't. That was really random. That's incredible. This is like, there's like multiple pages here, and this is you picked the first page about this game. We'll show all the pages for this very special occasion. It has the year 1990 at the top. And the text reads, Roberta Williams, King's Quest I, Quest for the Crown. Using Sierra's updated SCI game engine and 16 colors, this remake of the original King's Quest was visually similar to the series' fourth installment, released a couple of years previously. It's not a direct remake, though, as parts of the story are slightly changed, puzzles tweaked, dialogue added, and a set order to finding the 3 treasures imposed. Alongside the more detailed EGA graphics is the option to use a mouse, though typing is still required for interaction. Trying to eliminate glare here. That's pretty good. So we have a nice shot of, this looks like the hole I've mentioned a couple of times that we need to drop down into. Looks a lot spookier in this version of the game. Excited to get to that. And then we have some more pages here. There's the castle at the beginning, one side of the goat pen, a couple other screens over here. This wooden path at the bottom is very interesting. Text at the bottom of that says, although most of the land of Daventry will be familiar to players of the original, backgrounds have been entirely redrawn in 16 colors. And that's it. Thank you, Baltimore, for that redemption. Let's climb a dang beanstalk. Oops. I'm curious how long this will take me and how difficult this is. This is pretty tricky in the original. Oh, is it just going to be all automatic? Okay, just that first part. This still looks pretty tricky. I was thinking they made it beefier, but I guess not. I'm going to do... Let's see. I'm going to save at the bottom just in case it turns out we weren't ready to go up here. But then I'll probably save periodically, yeah, because that's going to happen. Oh, God. Does this version have the Graham yell? We didn't get a yell there. The ideal Graham yell that I am thinking of right now is from King's Quest V, which was later. Like, this doesn't have any, sampled sound like that, so probably not. We're going to be here a while. Looks like I had a bad fall this spring. Okay, let me try going over to the right first. That's better. Oh my God. Okay, so this is similar to the original in that if your hand goes off just a tiny bit, you're gonna fall. I honestly might have to break out my other keyboard so I can go diagonally, but I'll see, yeah. And it won't let me restore while it's doing the death scene either. Okay, if I die in the same spot again, I'm getting out the other keyboard. Oh, so his feet can go off, but not his hands. Wild. Okay, I'm saving. I do love the little depression in the ground. It's very good. Like this spot, it's really hard to tell what is the safe path to take. Yeah, okay. Honestly, I think keeping his hands on the beanstalk is more important than his feet. Which I guess makes sense in a, you know, if you're climbing something, that's, you know, your main point of contact, right? It's just... Yeah, there we go. Oh no. Of course there's another screen. Why wouldn't there be another screen? Oh, I should have saved. That's quite a fall. Wow, we only have 48 points to go. Which is good since it's almost 7. Might go a little later than intended today. Oh god. For a second I was like, oh god, there's another screen, but that's it. Okay, I made it. Alright, now I think we have a giant to deal with up here. Oh, is that what the pebbles are for? Like, I think we find a slingshot somewhere or something. First try. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I missed Keeney Games said I'm off to bed. Have a fun stream. Hope to catch you another one soon. Good night, all. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. And have a good night yourself. Also, Hinton said, I would have thought your goal was to successfully make it to the top, but you play your way. Okay. So, when are we going to encounter the giant? Also, I can't help but notice that Graham is a little smaller here, which is kind of neat. Doesn't this tree look like it has a face? These gigantic, oddly shaped trees loom far overhead. Oh, jeez. I was like trying to adjust my chair. Okay, this is the tree I'm looking for. Hopefully I don't accidentally fall off. Look in tree. There is a hole at the bottom of one of the trees. Look in hole. You see a slingshot in the hole. Take slingshot. You reach in the hole and pull out the leather slingshot. Okay. So I think I'm right in remembering that we use the slingshot with the pebbles we got to take out the giant. Oh. I just remembered. I think even in the original, there's actually a different and non-violent solution here. I don't think I knew about this until pretty recently, like after I did my first stream of the game. But I believe you can catch the giant sleeping and take the treasure from him that way or something like that. 6-7, sounds like you are aware of this alternate solution also. If anyone wants to confirm that that's correct, please do so. Make a save here. It says non-violent? I'm not familiar with this idea. So Graham doesn't have to murder? Maybe not. I'm gonna try this. Yes, I did it that way ages ago. Okay, thank you for confirming. I mostly want to confirm because, like, I think it is going to require doing this a lot, like just going back and forth. It's possible you have to, like, enter the screen from a certain way, though. You need to do something, though. Okay. Oh, is it fall off the clouds like I just did? Is that the solution? Next time, keep your feet on the ground and your head out of the clouds. Thank you, game. You need to do something. Oh. Would you like to choose a death? Should I get murdered by the ogre? That sounds like fun to me. Oh, jeez. Just stomped me. The giant did a smashing job of defeating you. Thank you for that redemption, David Alexander. If that isn't the death you were hoping for, please feel free to say so. I'm trying to think of what I could do here. One thing is maybe I could try playing the fiddle for him. I don't know if that's useful, but I'll give it a shot. Play fiddle. You play a lively toe-tapping tune on the fiddle. Okay, so that's not working. Oh. Obviously, there are no music lovers here. He put the fiddle away. Great. The sound got a little unpleasant there. Sorry about that. Since we are running short on time here, if I had more time, I would try to puzzle this out myself. But can anyone remind me what is the solution here to dealing with the giant in a non-violent way? Honestly, I remember reading something like you need to hide behind a tree. Oh, the ring. The ring. Oh, also, Unsecret Crush says dinner is way off, so you got a bit more time if you want. Okay. Wear ring. You place the shimmering ring upon your finger. Are we invisible? Oh, do I need to rub it or something? I forgot about that step. Wear ring. Rub ring. As you rub the shimmering ring, you turn invisible. Oh, that's fun. I like this little outline. That's great. The giant cannot see you since you are invisible. He's so confused. Invisigram. Let's walk around as Invisigram. I love this outline. Uh-oh. He's very angry. Like, I think he's holding the chest we want, so we have to wait for him to go to sleep? I'm worried my ring's gonna wear off here. I'm also worried that if he touches me, I'll get smushed even though I'm invisible. Do I just need to go up to him and take it? Look, giant. The enormous giant has been carrying that heavy chest for longer than he can remember. Oh, whew. The giant is getting tired of looking for you. Seems like he may be getting ready to take a nap. Okay. So I did have it right. All right. Good job. The huge giant, tuckered out from stomping around, has fallen fast asleep. Take chest. Slowly, carefully, you take the chest without waking the giant. That's 2 treasures. Uh-oh. Okay. I thought the game was stuck there or something. 129 points. Cross chest off our to-do list. So now we just need the shield. But first we have some stairs to deal with. I don't remember the backstory to this version. Is Graham just stealing things from people for the king, or was there some reason for it? Like, the setup is that these treasures have all been taken from King Edward, and he's asked Graham to return them. Of course, there's no mention of how King Edward got all the treasures in the first place. Oh, here's this area we saw in the book. That's interesting. So it's not normal stairs. The spell to make you invisible has expired, and you are once again visible to dangerous creatures, but the ring has now disappeared. Oh, one-time use. Fascinating. But this actually looks harder to navigate than the original stairs. So I'm gonna once again make lots of saves. Oops, I spelled stair quest wrong. That oh. Whoops. Stair quest reminds me. I was going to add that to a list of possible games for an upcoming stream. So I posted on our Discord earlier, I made a new channel called Game Suggestions. Coming up, the exact date is January 2nd of my 1-year anniversary as a Twitch affiliate. And as a thank you for everyone's support, I thought I would do an extra long, I did exact same thing, an extra long stream. Like I'll start in the afternoon, you know, kind of around 4 o'clock, like I usually do for my afternoon streams, but then I'll go like late. Unspeaker Crush and I will get a pizza for dinner, so she doesn't have to deal with dinner. And then we'll just keep on playing games until I am all out of gamer juice and can no longer game. And I thought I'd let y'all have some input on exactly what games I end up playing. So I made that thread to kind of talk through some ideas. I keep trying to hit the key to stop so I can do a quick save, and then I like hit the wrong one. But if y'all are interested in offering any suggestions or voting on the things I have suggested, feel free to stop by there and check that out. And Stair Quest is a game that Decaf Jedi, another wonderful streamer, worked on. Actually, now that I think about it, and I'm not sure exactly what his involvement was, I'm pretty sure other folks worked on it as well. I've looked at it a little bit, but I honestly know very little about it, which is my favorite way to play a game. But like my basic understanding is it's kind of a joke game. Like, what if navigating stairs was like a whole game? So I'm sure it would be pretty hilarious to watch me struggle through that. So that's definitely the kind of thing I am looking for this extra long stream. Okay, let's fix that spelling error. We're making progress. Oh gosh, so hard. You know, oh right, I just realized I think a lot of my struggles with using standard arrow keys, like, you know, this is the kind of arrow key configuration you get on a modern keyboard. When I played these games growing up, I had a separate number keypad like this. And on this, you can press the middle key to stop. And I think what's happening is like my brain, it keeps like trying to press that middle key, but on here it's down. Like that's, you know, what's in the center. I would use this, but I forgot to set it up initially. And that's like a Microsoft keypad that is a little weird when you use it with a Mac. So I can make it work, but it requires some complicated setup that I did not think to do beforehand. So I just got to struggle through this. I'm sorry, what? Suddenly a small dwarf runs out of the shadows and approaches you. He better not, like... This better not be a thing I need to avoid. The sneaky little dwarf caught you by surprise. Did he steal anything from you? Are you kidding me? I still have my pouch. Oh, but I lost... The magic mirror is gone? Extremely rude. So he took the magic mirror and... Did he take the chest also? No, I still have the chest. Okay. If anyone knows, is this like a scripted thing that I can't avoid? I'm kind of guessing that it is. This is not something that was in the original, so I'm not familiar with it. Like, I don't see how I could realistically run away from that. So hopefully, like, it's just a scripted thing and I'll eventually get that back. But if anyone can confirm or deny, that would be great. I am going to make a different save. Do you think there's going to be more screens of this? I bet there is. I only remember the original. Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember if I said, but I have never played this version of it. So I'm only familiar with it from, like, screenshots and, you know, little bits that I've picked up when people have talked about it and stuff. The only thing I can think is maybe you have to get that enchantment. I feel like that couldn't possibly last long enough, though. Are you referring to the ferry that I was talking about earlier? And it almost seemed like once this dwarf appeared, I can't remember exactly, but it didn't seem like I had much of an opportunity to avoid it or do anything. What's in my inventory? In any case, like, unless anyone can definitively tell me I've screwed up, I'm going to proceed and hope that I will be able to recover that. The fact that I lost like a key item that we need to win the game, and that, you know, is a scenario where it would be extremely difficult to get out of it, makes me feel like it's just something that happens. Although now I'm wondering if maybe... Oh my god. This is so long. Now I'm wondering if it's possible if I had done the leprechaun area first, if I would have had some way to avoid that, or maybe he doesn't even show up. So many possibilities here. I will say these screens are... Oh shit, I should have saved again, and I was doing so well I got kind of cocky. These... Oh god, we're back here. These screens are really nicely drawn, much more interesting than the... Like, even if they had redrawn the original stair screens in higher resolution, this is a lot cooler to look at than that would have been. Maybe it's like King's Quest 2 where you can go and steal your stuff back. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping. I talked a little bit earlier about I honestly don't remember if it's this version of the game or some other variation of this game, like one of the fan remakes or something. But I feel like I remember reading something about a version of King's Quest 1 where you could do that. I have no idea if that's something you can do in this one. You know, let me Google real quick. King's Quest 1. Let's do King's Quest SCI Dwarf Stole Mirror. What do I do if the dwarf stole my mirror / chest? Oh no. Oh, okay. I have to back way up. I have to get the shield first. Whoops. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Rip indeed. Oh man. So where do we find the bird that will take us to the big hole that we need to jump down? I thought in this version you're forced to get the shield last. The bird doesn't show up. Was the thing I was just looking at wrong? King's Quest SCI walk through. Okay. Oh, interesting. It says this walkthrough may also be used for the fan-made remake of King's Quest 1. Huh. So I'm a little worried. Okay, the condor will appear anytime during the original version, but only after you have the first two treasures in the enhanced version. The more I learn about this, I'm a little worried. I've screwed up drastically and can't complete this because I already got the mirror. It like this walkthrough basically has you do the beanstalk first. It says, oh, well, a lot of those really frustrating bits you'll have to do again were funny to me. I'm glad. Like, I don't mind doing them again. It's just that it probably won't be too long until dinner is ready, and I might not have time. Certainly it's not a big deal if I have to finish this on a different stream. I will absolutely do that if that's what it comes down to. I'm just trying to figure out if that's what I have to do. And I kind of think it might be. I'm doing a little more digging here just to make sure. Okay, the dwarf will follow the platforms in the cave down the door. Warning, the dwarf will occasionally appear at random on the platforms. If he does, he will steal a magic treasure and you will have to restore to a game before running into him. Okay, so we at least know it's random. So I might be able to just restore. I lost the magic mirror, 6-7. But it sounds like he appears at random, so I can just back up and try again as opposed to redoing a bunch of the game. So I can go back to Stair Quest. And I should still have, yeah, there's the magic mirror, and I also have the chest. So like those are the two items we have so far that we need to complete the game. Hello?
Hello. Did you see my message about time to dinner?
Oh, he's back. Oh no.
You have like 20 minutes until the food is ready to eat.
Okay.
Hopefully it's good because it's a recipe I make all the time, but I had to get some like different brand of certain ingredients. And I'm a little bit worried that it's going to come out weird.
The fact that he appeared in the same spot concerns me a little bit. That's why I'm kind of like backing up a little and fiddling around. I'm also wondering if like I might have to actually back out of this screen and come back. In the same spot again. Hello, Edenwith. I missed you coming in. There's a lot of purple names on my chat list here. Fun fact, my son, who I named if the Kebab Perm, disowned me. Something about no one knowing how to spell or even pronounce his name. I'm sorry to hear that. I was surprised to learn that that name is not accepted for the gnome in this version of the game. So I'm going to back up and leave this screen, which I hate to do after we've made some progress walking on the stairs. I hope that doing this will allow me to get past this spot here. Now that I've had this experience, if nothing else, I understand why a walkthrough would suggest you get this treasure first, because then you don't have to worry. Well, I guess actually, you know, you just got the chest. So no matter what, you always have a chest or a treasure that could be stolen here. I'm also very confused by whether or not you can get the shield. Like that one guide I looked at told me I had, if only I had gotten the shield first or something. I guess it's possible it was referring to the fan remake. I really don't know. This is like a very interesting to me. Like this seems a lot harder in a way than the original, which is surprising to me given the change they made to the gnome's name. And just like, it seemed like, you know, they wanted to make this game more approachable. Okay. Oh, we made it. Okay, good. So yeah, I guess if we encounter the gnome or the dwarf here, then we have to leave the screen and come back. I hope that doesn't happen often. This is stressful. Did you get the beans or the key? Oh yeah, we got the beans. Slight spoiler, in the original version of King's Quest 1, you can get the magic shield as the first treasure if you want. In this version, it's the last treasure you can get. Okay. Yeah, we were talking a little bit about that. Like, that was what I was thinking. And 6-7 thought that was the case also. But then I came across a guide saying it kind of suggested that if I had the shield first, that the dwarf wouldn't be able to take things from me here. Honestly, don't know if that's true in any version of this game. Oops.
Rip.
I tried playing the gray box / bootloader version of King's Quest 1, and the dwarf seemed to keep showing up all the time for me. Potential dead end? Interesting. Also, I don't know what gray box / bootloader version means. I thought I was done with the screen, but I actually got stuck. I'm gonna save again before I attempt to get unstuck. Okay, there we go. Making progress. Crossing my fingers for no dwarfs on this screen. Anyway, it says it's the version of King's Quest 1 where the box was the gray / black. Oh, okay, that's what you meant. Box was gray / black version with the treasures on the front, an earlier version of King's Quest 1. Right. It's like the original release. And then they later released it with a box with like a gold border that matches the later King's Quest games. And on that one, it's like King Graham kneeling down in front of the throne or something like that. I might as well replace this save here since that is a messed up save that is unwinnable. So we learned the answer to whether or not this version has any soft locks. I think a lot of people later ended up playing the EGA enhanced version of King's Quest 1 that came out in 1987 with the tan box. Yeah. down when I meant up. Whoops. Oh. I certainly went down. Yes, I did hit. Anyway, it says, yep, this version still has the soft locks. The AGDI version of King's Quest 1 had some nice additions of preventing the dead ends. Neat. Oh, crap. I'm doing that thing again where my brain is trying to press the center key on my number pad to stop walking. It's not working because that doesn't exist for me right now.
I was going to say, you don't have a number pad right now.
Right. If I encounter a dwarf again, like right at the end here, I'm going to be very upset. I think we're good. Is this the end? I think this is the end. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Whew. Inuit says, in my version, King's Quest 1 Redux, I tried to prevent some of the dead ends, but not all. I'm going to grab a link to that. Share in chat. Why is Google not giving me what I want? There we go. EdenWaith.com. That's what we want. I mentioned earlier in the stream, there are many fan-made King's Quest games and remakes and stuff that I have not played in my series. Oh!
What did that mean, that chime?
It was unexpected. The door just magically disappeared and then reappeared after I had gone through it.
Weird.
Fascinating. I said, didn't want you going back there. But yeah, I have not played King's Quest Redux or any of the non-official releases out there. I would definitely like to check some of them out at some point, but I'll probably do that as just kind of random streams, or maybe even just check them out on my own. So now we need to find that bird that we need to grab onto. I still don't know what screen that's going to be on. I don't like this creepy forest. But we'll wander around a little bit and hopefully we can find it. If not, I'll try looking up duck mode. Duck mode? Oh, in King's Quest 1 Redux. I assume that's what you're referring to. Yes. I remember reading about that and was delighted. Oh. Oh. We finally found the fairy.
Well, you're a little late, ma'am.
Yeah. Fairy godmother. Gentle Sir Graham, I am your fairy godmother. Your quest is indeed noble. What little aid I can offer you is this magic protective spell, effective, but a little while. We're sparkly! Worth it. I shall be watching over you, Sir Graham. Love it. Okay. I'm glad we came across that, even if it isn't super useful. I mean, it'll, if nothing else, it'll be useful as I wander around trying to find where this bird is. Eden White says, in King's Quest 1, Redux ducking will turn Graham into a duck. Which is great because it doesn't do anything useful in this version of the game, or the original for that matter. Like, you can duck and jump, and you need to jump once in the entire game, but ducking never does anything, right? When I was a kid, when I got this spell, there was so much pressure to get over to dangerous places before the spell wore off. Indeed. I'm gonna go over to the right here. I don't know why, I just feel like that might be the place to go. There is only one reason for ducking, and it took me decades before I discovered what it was for. Please share this information. This is a spoilers allowed stream. Is this Lake Melee? Like, overall, this game is great, and I'm really glad I finally had a chance to play it. Some great art. Okay. Like, in the original, there's a bird that is flying on one particular screen. These rocks are too treacherous to climb. And I feel like there's, like, I can't remember if there's a rock you need to climb or just a little hill or a certain spot of the screen you need to stand in or what. But you go there and then you press jump at just the right moment. Oh, 6-7 said, I think this is the screen. Which one? Was it that first one where I tried to climb a rock? He was on it. The cave is hard to see. The one with the cave.
That cave?
So...
This cave.
So what do I need to do here? Just left of the scary tree.
You went in this cave before.
Yeah, I've been in this cave.
Yeah.
We have the magic mirror.
Okay. Okay.
Just left of the scary tree. Do I just stand there?
Are you sure you don't need to go?
The bird hasn't shown up yet. Do I need to, like, leave and come back to get the bird to show up, or just stand here?
Okay. I think I missed the very important part of what you're trying to do on the screen. I thought you were trying to get in the cave.
No. I'm trying to find a bird that I need to jump up. I should review F6. So... Oh, what? As you jump, the ring slips off your finger.
You had the ring on? I thought it disappeared.
You best be careful, young Graham. The mystic protective spell of mine has weakened and departed. That's confusing. Yeah, the ring did disappear. Slight spoiler, the bird won't show up until you have the other two treasures. I do have magic mirror and chest. So... I'm very confused about the ring situation. I used the ring to get the chest from the giant. And after I used it, the game told me it disappeared. Okay, I just need to keep coming back. Hopefully I didn't screw up and use the ring at the incorrect time. Actually, I keep going in and out quickly. I feel like in the original, at least, you needed to do that, but you needed to wait a moment before the bird would actually show up.
You have the other two treasures, right?
I do. So hopefully I'm okay. Yeah, Eden White says, in the original version, using the magic ring with the giant works. It is one solution. I knew that the slingshot was also a solution. That's the one
I was familiar with previously. I learned about the other option. I knew there was a non-violent solution, and I think it was 6-7 that pointed out the ring. In this version, I think you might be able to use the ring and sneak past the dragon to get the mirror. Oh, interesting. I used the bucket of water on the dragon. We'll get that bird eventually. I hope. It's also possible to just avoid the giant until he gets tired and falls asleep, but it can be tricky. Yeah, that sounds challenging. I was honestly surprised how long it took him to get sleepy. I think Graham should also be able to throw water on the Witch and Melter. I should add that to King's Quest 1 Redux. That would be fun. I don't know if I'm waiting longer than I need to or what. I'm gonna double check that walkthrough I found to see if it has any suggestions for this.
That was the 1 minute oven warning beep.
Okay. So it does say to go to this cave that leads to the dragon's lair. A condor will swoop down. If he doesn't appear, leave and come back. Okay. I hope I didn't somehow find some weird way to break this game. I don't think we ever looked at the chest. This magic chest, one of the 3 lost treasures of Daventry, is always filled with gold coins. Open chest. You are dazzled by the countless supply of gold coins spilling from the magic chest. You quickly close the chest. This is wild. This game seemed so easy until we got to the stairs. That whole dwarf on the stairs situation was very challenging. This seems like not only am I not able to get this bird to show up, it won't show up until you have the first 2 treasures. So if you didn't know that the bird appears here, this could take you a really long time. And I am increasingly concerned that something is not working right here. This seems so odd. Oh! Okay, so I think I need to walk out to the middle of the screen. I think that's what I was screwing up. I'm just going to go ahead and restore, I don't know that
it matters necessarily, but hey, Joe's here for you. Good to see you. I just replayed the point-and-click VGA fan remake of this, kept the gameplay largely intact. My general feeling was King's Quest was obviously a very important game. It was also a pack of silly nonsense. Absolutely.
Food is out of the oven.
Oh, no. Silver says I was waiting for you to complain. I thought the save was closer to the cave. Are you lost again? Maybe a little. I know that I need to find the cave now. I think I can make my way there. Maybe. Which direction from here? Let's make this speedier. Oh, we're back here.
If only there was some means of navigating.
If only like some kind of map or something.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get on my map.
Clover is 2 screens west of cave.
Did I pass the clover?
I have no idea.
I don't remember seeing the clover.
I might have been looking away at that time. Is your sparkliness time-based or screen-based?
I think it might be time-based, but we don't need it,
Okay.
so it's fine. Okay, I got map. I mean, some of the... I think this is roughly the same layout. Okay, so this is a... This map is so chaotic. Where's Goat? Oh, okay, Goat Pen is here at the top. Y'all can't see it, but that's okay. Actually, I guess Cave is a little bit different. Okay, now our spell's wearing off. So I don't know if it is going to be the same. Oh, Clover was my save. Okay, I missed that. Thank you. Wait, there's no Clover here. Was it right of here? Where's the Clover? There's Clover. Okay, thank you. We got it. Imagine if it was possible to get lost in real life. I know, right? Okay, I'm going to do another save here. Just replace sparkles. So this is a little tricky. Yeah, there we go. As you jump, the ring slips off your finger. But we grab the bird. Finally. Also, again, I don't think we had the ring at that point.
Yeah, I distinctly remember when the invisibility wore off, it said that the ring disappeared.
Yeah. Maybe the ring was just invisible, and it was still there this whole time.
I suppose.
Thank you so much for the help, 6-7. I appreciate that. Okay. So now we need to go get the mushroom. Also, Unseeker Crush, if you want to eat without me, that's totally fine.
I'm giving the food some time to rest,
Okay.
but I am absolutely going to dig in without you.
It won't take me too longer, I don't think. Take mushroom. We'll make a save before we go in this hole. Boring gray mushroom. What is for dinner? Enchiladas?
Yes.
Here's this lovely screen we saw in the point-and-click adventure book.
Oh, yeah.
Do we go south? Perhaps some Swiss cheese found in a witch's cupboard.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh, this is way more terrifying in this version.
That looks like Scabby the pro-union rat.
Our spell has just worn off. I'm wondering if that's like
a problem.
An intentional, like, if you get this far with the spell, it will always wear off here. So, like, you can't use that to get past this rat.
That's an interesting theory.
It wouldn't surprise me. Like, I think we have a couple possible solutions here. So, throw
I can't tell if the
cheese.
shadow moving on his tummy is supposed to be like the flickering candlelight, or if that's him like breathing heavily.
I think it might be breathing. Look, rat. This is a big, hungry-looking rat with slavering jaws and long, sharp claws.
So what do you do about this rat?
I mean, rats like cheese, right? What do you want to throw at?
This rat, I don't know. This rat looks like it craves human flesh.
Keep it to yourself.
Give
Really?
cheese?
Give cheese. To whom do you wish to rat? Rat, come a little closer. I can't reach it. Is this actually wrong and it's a trap?
Ah.
Throw cheese.
To rat?
On ground? Huh. Drop cheese. Shouldn't drop that, Sir Graham. You may need it. I swear, like, this has to be what the cheese is for, right? Give cheese to rat. Come a little closer. I can't reach it. Okay. Cheese? Well, yeah, now that you mention it, I guess I am kind of hungry. That made me very nervous. The rat drools at the sight of the cheese and snatches it from your hands. You might want to count your fingers. Bye. Count fingers. Amazingly enough, you still have all your fingers. I thought the game would not respond to that. I love that it does.
It would be like, what do you mean?
Okay. Whew. Oh, okay. Oh no, now what are you going to do? I'm just going to catch up on chat real quick here. Okay, so I think I want to play the fiddle now. Yeah! Look at those little dancing guys. Wonderful job. Leprechauns find fiddle music irresistible. The moment they hear the music, they begin dancing a frenzied jig. Love it. Finally, swept away by the snappy music, the leprechaun guards poof right out of the room. Okay, sure. Things like to magically poof away in this version of the game. I can't stop. Okay, we're done. That one guy was really getting down, yeah. Overhearing the fiddle music you played in the hallway, the leprechauns have begun to dance. As they do, they pop away in a fit of merrymaking. This part is very weird. Like, I feel like in the original, they just stay there and dancing, and like they're just having such a good time that you can get away with grabbing the shield. But I could be remembering wrong. Is this a red shoe scenario? I hope not.
They have this entire room of little dudes and they just animate all of them a bit, and there they go. See you later, Leprechaun King. I wonder why they decided he would dance out of the room. I guess they gave him extra special attention. Okay, so now we can grab not just the shield, but the scepter as well. Take shield. You take the magic shield. Congratulations. Look, shield. This is the magic shield, one of the 3 treasures of Daventry. Take scepter. You take the Leprechaun King's jeweled scepter. 152 points. You know, I saw the points go up. Like, we have all the treasures now, right? Like, I saw the points go up to 152 out of 158, so we still need 6 more points. And I suddenly remembered in the original game, at the very beginning, you need to bow to the king, and you get points for that, and you can't get max points if you don't do that. For just a moment, I was like, oh shit, I forgot to bow to the king at the beginning of the game, and I can't get a perfect score. But we started outside the gate, so that's actually not possible in this version. So I'm good. I am curious if I will still be able to get a perfect score or not. I don't know what else is necessary. Eden Waith says, with this version of the game, I'm not sure if there's a purpose to get the scepter by this point besides more points. Yeah, I mostly nabbed that for the points. If you can remind me what you can use it for in the original, because I can't remember at the moment. Is Red Shoe Scenario a spoiler for the movie you recommended? Oh no. I feel like I don't think so. I mean, we didn't really discuss what that means exactly, right? Oh, you know what? I think they animated the king dancing out of the room to guide you to where the exit is. That's actually a smart idea. Generally, the extra points in this one are just get more treasure, why not? Greed is good. Yeah, pretty much. But, you know, we certainly did that. 3 treasures. And now we want to eat that mushroom. And now we're just a little guy. I love this. Like, that's great. I love this little guy, Graham. I love the... oh, no! I love the invisible Graham we had earlier. There we go. Okay. Whew. Sad trombone. Yeah, I intentionally walked around a little to appreciate the little Graham, and then I got stuck and couldn't get out. Congratulations, you now have all 3 of Daventry's lost treasures. Now don't waste any time. Bring the treasures straight back to King Edward before it's too late. We now have 155 out of 158 points. And now we got to get back before the king dies. Oh no, sorcerer. Too late for what? Before King Edward dies. We know he's dying. He's not in good health. It was made quite clear. I'll get there eventually. Wow, everything turned out great, and also you are rich. Automod objected to the phrase, her tarts. It's very strange, Automod. Yinwaif said, the King of Hearts hates it when someone eats her tarts. Hinton asks, if a king can die, does that mean I too can die? Unfortunately, I believe that is correct, Hinton. I'm sorry to bring you this news.
I do like that we get this music here at the end, like, continuing while I try to find my way back to the castle. Which I hope I can manage. I'm going to consult my map briefly here. Okay, so I'm here. Okay, so I think if I go north 1 and then left, that is the quickest route. I hope that's correct. Someone has stolen Castle Daventry. Oh no. Oh, this is actually a dead end. Oh, we made it. Whew! I was worried I was going to continue struggling to find the castle. Uh-oh, the gate's closed. And the guards aren't here? I hope I didn't take too long to get back here. That's odd. Why aren't the guards at their posts? Okay. Whew. More curious still, the courtyard is deserted. This area is usually filled with the ladies... I missed what that all said. This is highly unusual. You begin to feel deeply disturbed as if all is not right within the castle. Oh, we got max points! You can faintly hear a commotion in the king's chamber to the west. This is very dramatic. Doctor, there's nothing to be done. Our king's melancholy is too much for his heart to bear. Perhaps if Sir Graham had returned with the 3 lost treasures of Daventry. Gasp! It's Sir Graham! He's returned! Did he find the treasures? Shh! Listen! Your Highness, I am at your service. Did you succeed in your quest? I did, Your Majesty. Here, as you commanded. The magic mirror? The magic shield? And the magic chest. Oh! I'm afraid it is a little too late for me, but you have done superbly, my knight. As I promised, the kingdom is yours. I know you will serve her well. The king is dead. Long live the king. Long live the king! Yeah, the audio is weird. I feel like it was supposed to be crowd commotion. And thus ended Sir Graham's great quest for the lost treasures of Daventry. Despite the loss of their beloved King Edward, the people of Daventry grew happy and prosperous and flourished for years to come. That throne is probably covered in lead paint or something. It nearly does Graham in later. Maybe. David Alexander says, by the way, Edward, Daventry has some major issues with crime and magic evil wizards. Indeed. Guys, you could at least help the poor dead king off his face before cheering for Graham. Indeed. And whenever King Graham looked into his magic mirror, he saw visions of adventures yet to come, for him, for his children, and for Daventry, the land he loved so much. The end. Nice. We got the credits. We can enjoy the credits, lovingly animated, while we wrap things up here, so I can go have some dang dinner. So let me find someone to raid, and also we gotta talk scheduling a little bit here, because as I mentioned on Discord, I am currently accepting feedback on a special affiliate anniversary stream that perhaps also Scream, that I will do the first week of January. If you want to check out our Discord to participate in that discussion, I welcome it. Also, you don't have to. Like, regardless of any feedback, I will make sure to figure out something fun to do. I just thought, you know, in case people had some fun ideas, I'd let you all give your feedback on that. And then before that, we have a little bit of complication because a week from today is Christmas Eve. So I will not be streaming a week from today. But then the week after that is New Year's Eve. That is currently a little bit of a question mark. I might end up doing an afternoon stream that day, because I don't think it would really interfere with any plans. But for now, I'm going to leave that as a question mark. Might end up skipping that stream as well. I'm going to try to find at least one day to do a little makeup stream. But that's another thing I'll probably just announce on Discord, or also my Twitch profile should have links to Twitter and Mastodon where I announce my streams, so that's another option if you want to keep up with that. I will have my usual streams on Tuesday, as well as I've been doing Optimus Prime Lego build on Fridays, so those won't be changing. But heck, thank you all for being here with me through 174 hours of King's Quest. What a wild adventure. I enjoyed it so much, and I appreciate you all joining me. Oh, nice. Nina's doing a Dota stream, so that's where we're going. Silver said, want some rye? Course you do. I think that's a hint at what Silver's vote was for my anniversary stream. What's Twitter? Is that like GeoCities or MySpace? It's some website. I don't know. Some guy's website. Honestly, I don't spend a ton of time there, but I have continued posting my stream updates there for anyone that finds that useful. Let's get this raid in here. Thanks again, y'all. I hope you have a good weekend. Of course, should mention Unsecret Crush will be streaming on Monday, Persona 3, and Tuesday. More Genshin, of course. Did I hit the schedule button? Oh, there it is again. Regardless. Have a great night, y'all. Have a great weekend. We'll see you around. Bye.